It is exactly 17 years and 24 days since the April 10th and 11th student protests in the Gambia. Right now we are on our way to the compound of one of the victims, the late Omar Barrow, to speak to the family and see how they have been dealing with his demise exactly after 17 years and 24 days. Buddy, how are you?
I'm fine, and
how's
you?
it going? It's good to see you.
Good.
Omar was not only a husband, but a friend who worked tirelessly to take care of his family.
He was my friend, he was my companion, he was a good and humble person. Omar was so loving, he was so caring, he worked diligently to take care of his family.
It was an emotional moment. His death was shocking news to the family, giving a detailed recall of what happened to her husband.
It was very shocking. I couldn't even believe my ears. By then, baby Fat was only 5 months old. He was giving assistance to the wounded students when he was shot dead to death. He was shot inside the Red Cross premises. I heard he was shot 3 times.
He was shot in the Red Cross campus, and we know that shouldn't be. All over the world you cannot shoot a Red Cross. But what I know, because of he was a journalist, so maybe they are trying to kill him.
Recalling what happened on the 10th of April, the current Director General of Grts and one time a colleague to Omar described it as gruesome.
Contrary to reports that the students were killed by the PIU, I was on the ground and I saw myself what actually happened, because my own cousin, his son was killed by live bullet. I was on the scene, and in fact, he died on my foot. I mean, I was with the former Minister of Interior, Usman Badjie, and when I turned to him, we were in that crowd. I said, "Honorable Minister, this is my brother's son, and they've killed him." And he was shocked. And the first question was, "Where did they get the armor from? Where did they get the weapons from?"
A volunteer at the time with the Gambia Red Cross Society, this lady gave an account of what exactly happened the moment Omar was shot.
April 10-11, Omar was one of the first volunteers to appear. He took casualties 2 times to the main hospital, referral hospital in Banyu. That was the RVTH. The 3rd time, we saw soldiers coming, and it was Omar himself who shouted, "Girls, please run! The soldiers are coming." We all ran into the office. But unfortunately, he was the last guy to run, and he was shot. It was difficult to see Omar. He left a wife with only 1 child.
Colleagues and personnel of the Gambia Red Cross Society used the opportunity to call on government to take action and ensure victims like Omar and many others have justice.
Eyewitnesses who were here on that fateful day, on the 10th of April, said Omar Barrow was shot 3 times right at this spot. After being shot 3 times, he was bleeding profusely, trying to make his way to this hall, where personnel of the Gambia Red Cross Society decided to come and give a helping hand. However, after being transported to the Denrell Victoria Teaching Hospital, he did not make it. He succumbed to the hands of death. The question still remains unanswered. When will Omar Barrow and the families of other victims gain justice for their lost ones? Reporting for GRTS News, I am Abdoulie Badjie.